Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, let us learn a JavaScript program to calculate the volume of a sphere. So given the radius of a sphere, your task is to calculate the volume of a sphere using the JavaScript. So that is a problem statement. So let us try to solve this. So this is my Windows command prompt and I'll be using the HTML file to insert the JavaScript and execute it. So let's get started. So let's use a notepad and let's create vSphere. So this is my HTML file .html. Let's try to create it. So yeah, do you want to create? Let's say yes. And inside this HTML file, so we have to insert a script tag. So this is my script tag and also ending script tag. So once we are done, so we have to write a JavaScript. So let's take a variable and ask a user to enter the radius of a sphere. So let radius is equals to and let's try to prompt a user enter radius of a sphere. Yeah, so once the user enters, so it will be of a string type. So let us try to convert into a floating type. So let's use parse float for the conversion. Yeah, so once we get radius, so we have to calculate the that is first, let us check if this particular value is valid or not. So let's use a if and let's use if is none. So then what we do is we try to pass the radius to check if value is proper. So that is valid or not. So if is invalid, so what we do is we try to print an error message and exit the JavaScript. So let's use document.write and let us try to print an error message. So you can also use console.error instead of document.write. So for the demo purpose, so I'll be using document.write over here. So let's say invalid radius value and let's end with a semicolon. So let us try to check if radius is a negative number. So what we do is let's use else if and check if the value of radius is less than or equals to 0. Radius is less than or equals to 0. So here what we do is we try to print a message that is let's say radius value cannot be negative or 0. Yeah, so this is a else if block and yeah, so let's take else finally to calculate the volume of a sphere. So in order to get the volume of a sphere, so we have to use the formula. So let's take a variable that is volume. That is volume is equals to. So we have to calculate the formula that is the 4 by 3 multiplied by math dot pi. So we have to multiply it with a pi and this is pi value capitals and we have to raise the raise the radius to the power of 3. So let's take radius and raise it to the power of 3. Yeah, so this is the formula to find the volume of a sphere. So where you take 4 by 3 multiplied by the value of pi multiplied by the radius. So this is the radius. Let me copy paste the same so that we don't have a typo. Radius raised to the power of 3. Yeah, so this is the formula to find the volume of a sphere. So let us try to print it. So once we find the volume, so let's use document dot write and let us try to print volume of a sphere is let give colon and let us try to print the volume and let's end with a semicolon. Yeah, so this is a complete JavaScript to accept the radius of a sphere from the user and check for these invalid values. And finally, once the radius is a valid value, so let us try to that is calculate and finally print the volume of a sphere. So let me save this and let us try to execute it. So exit the program. So let's use a explorer to execute the HTML file. Yeah, enter the radius of a sphere. So let's give 2. So you can see volume of a sphere is 33.51. Let's re-execute it by refreshing. Let's give 4. So you can see volume of a sphere is 268.08. Let's refresh it. So let's give some floating point 2.345. So you can see volume of sphere is 54015, etc. So let's refresh it. So now let's give some string. So you can see invalid radius value has been entered. It has printed a message, that is an error message. So now let's give some value as 0. So you can see radius value cannot be negative or 0. So let's give some negative value minus 4.55. So you can see again the error message has been printed. So let me open the notepad. Yeah, so this is a complete JavaScript program to calculate the volume of a sphere given the radius. So I'll give this code in the description of this video. So that's it in this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.